Hi everyone. Okay, let's do some tactics. Puzzle Rush Survival. It says best today 56, but I did that yesterday. I'm trying to get, say, 50 daily or something in that ballpark, just for training purposes. The first few are usually pretty straightforward. It'll be something like you hung your rook. Oh, this one's at least a pattern. Or if I go there. I nearly went queen check. All right. So that's an option. Okay, here. I'm not sure. Is that it? Yeah, all right. That explains why I was so low rated. Most of the puzzle was missing. Right. So what's going on here? That's double checking mate, right? Boom. Boom. Here. All right. All right. Now wait. I'm in check. Your queen is hanging. So I was like, I have to think. I was trying to find checkmate. It's like, I can't find checkmate. I have to think about this. But there was no checkmate. Let's checkmate in that one. Right. Now we have to think. Now, is the idea to go here and do the fork? I'm not sure. All right, first one I have to actually think about. Okay, so knight here, you need to maintain the defensive here. So if take, then what? Is it that you can take here? Unconvincing. Is there something better? Oh, maybe I go here and then go here and win the piece. So if you take, I'll just grab that. No, I won't. Here, hitting that pawn. Well, maybe you take that and I do the fork then or something. Oh, if you go there, I don't have far fewer problems. Do I just take? You pin. And then I got here. I feel like the puzzle should be different. Yeah, it wasn't the most trying line. All right, how do you stop checkmate? So if rook moves, checkmate, right? You have no ability to defend that square. You have no checks. Any pawn move, any rook move, any queen move, any bishop move. I don't see it. All right, it was checkmate. Oh, that's just made him one. All right. So in these lines, you usually get a revealed attack on here. So do I do that? Why not? Yeah, you could have thrown in an in-between move. What would have happened then? I didn't calculate that. I throw the in-between move in as well. Right. So I need to go to this square if I want to keep that knight. Yeah, here. Yeah. So, all right, what's material? Okay, here, presumably checkmate. Oh yeah, it's nothing. That's just made in one, right? Right, all right, we have a puzzle. Yeah, when you get to 20, you start having to think a little. I have some issues in that I've only really got one move worth considering. So I'll play it. Here you block. Queen check, block with check here, and then I win the rook. With checkmate, apparently. So you put yourself in a mating net. Yeah, when that goes over there, it hangs this. Is that all there is to it? And then there's a checkmate. All right, opposite colored bishops. So sometimes in bishop endgames, the king touches the bishop, which means the pawn which defends the bishop is necessary. Then again, the king defends there as well. So what am I meant to be doing here? Oh, then I do this, is it? So if pawn, you take pawn, and then I take here, I'd win that. And yeah, okay, so you can't take that. But then you have to deal with this. And you probably can't. You have to get your bishop around, do you? Or your king. Here, king. Here, here. Here, king. What if I take? Let's say king takes. I'm unconvinced I'll win that. There's nothing else to consider, is there? Well, if you do that, then I do this. And you have to abandon the defense of your bishop. I didn't solve that problem. I cheated. So that's the square. Ah, it's this one. All right. So are we doing check? My rook is defended, but here, oh, that's checkmate too, isn't it? Okay, so check. If you block with the rook, I take the queen and you'll get checkmated. And if you go there, I do knight check, king there, double check, here, smothered mate. So it's checkmate either way. Right, I don't have a queen. Right. Ah, it's this checkmating pattern. So you put your knight here and I guard those two squares, and then so you've got a kind of artificial barrier, like a back rank mate, but on the side of the board. All right. So if you move your rook there, I can take it because that is pinned. And I threaten checkmate. Now, I've got a few in-betweenies, but that just helps you. So I just take the free rook, right? You know I have no checks. How do you stop checkmate? I don't know, I'll let you figure that out. You give me your queen. Right. So your rook is hanging, but I can't take it because it's pinned. So I go here, then take the rook, right? Maybe you block and I'll take, and then take there, and I'm up a full rook. Unpinning. Right. Here checkmate. No, here you block with the queen. All right. Ah, here is defended by the bishop. No. All right, I need to think. This is not a thing that's quite well defended, so it must be this, and then block. Sorry, block. So I've got this check. If the king goes there, then here, I think you're going to get checkmated with knight, king, check, queen, checkmate. Yeah. So here, no, sorry, you can't move your king. We'll get checkmate too. That's just mating one. Yeah, you are threatening promote with check, so everything has to be a check. Here, if you block with the queen, I take it as checkmate, so you must go there. And that gives me this check. Your king has no legal moves. You 100% must block with the bishop. All right. So your king can now move back to its original square. So if I go, I've got knight there or knight there. Knight there forks the queen, but I don't think this is relevant. Or maybe both of them are okay. Here, your only legal move is to go back. Yeah, maybe both are okay. And then queen takes. So here, this check. Because you have to go there and I get the check. Didn't get to play it out, but there's multiple good moves, which is why I don't get to play it out. Is this just a fool's mate? All right. This is pretty close to checkmate. Check here, check here, checkmate. So do this one just back rank mate, the ladder mate. Right, your king is stalemated. So that's just checkmate. All I have to do is check. All right. So I'm 5 pawns down. So unless I'm checkmating, I'm not going to win. Here and then checkmate next move. Oh, you can take. That doesn't change anything. Here, something like that. Free rook. All right. Right, I have the bad bishop. So, yeah, if you push the pawn, I must move there. My bishop can only just guard your pawns and can't really do much else. Here, you're out of the square. So, okay, I don't care. Yeah, I have to move that. And if you move your king closer, I have to push the pawn. Right. Now, all right, we have to think about this one. So there is this skewer. Queen check. Really, there's only those 3 pieces in play. It's hard to get that one in. But here. Am I sacking? Here. Rook there, hitting the queen. Queen runs away, say there, and then you get checkmated. Maybe it's something in that ballpark. Here. So pawn here. This check. So your king's on one of those squares. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced this is the correct line. Here, pawn push. What else could it be? Oh, no. Here, pawn push. My queen can't jump my bishop. So if I want to keep attacking, I have to take. I don't have this check. All right. And let's say king there. What do I do? I don't seem to have a continuation. All right, what else could it be? Here? What's material? I have 6 pawns, my opponent has 7. All right. What could it be? Yeah, this is probably the first one I'm going to get wrong. But like your queen guards all the squares. Everything's guarded. Here. I mean, it's a nice square, but that's hanging. All right, bishop, pawn. Is there anything other than bishop takes pawn that could be playable? here, nothing. Take this pawn. Here, here, here. I presume you take with the king because it is check, and the whole point of pushing the pawn is to do that. I don't have this check. All right, here, here. Now I want my, rook here. And if I move my rook to that square, it's devastating. It hits your queen, and your queen can't move to get to that square. Yeah, that's the move. Here, here, take, take, check, king here, rook here. Now, what shenanigans can you pull? I'm not sure. And if you do the other move, here, what do I do? Yeah, there is another square, isn't there? If you move to this square, what do I do? I don't know. I can't just like slowly build up an attack or something, can I? Here, here, take, take, check, king here. Don't have any obvious checks. I could go and attack your rook. Is that a good move? All right, your rook's attacked. You can either move it or defend it or just let me take it. So let's just, no, you can't move it there. Now you can't move it to a great square, can you? Maybe defend it with the queen. But then my rook comes in. All right, recalculating. Here, here, take, take, check, here, queen here. Hitting your rook. Okay, if you move it here, it's kind of loose. Check. I want to check on that square and win the rook. So you have to move forward, don't you? Yeah, all right. So that's surely the right move. But, yeah. Check. So this line we were going to go here. And basically threaten checkmate. All right, we got that one. I didn't calculate all the way to the end, did I? So there is a fork here. So if I just take, fork. Is that enough? Take. So take. If you don't take my rook, what do? You harass my bishop. No, my knight guards that square. You check. I block with my rook. So here, yeah, one thing with rooks and knights is that you can fork them with pawns and they can't do anything. What wiggle room do you have? What shenanigans? Okay, post fork, what shenanigans? You've got check. So if I take check, my king attacks your rook. So now you've got this and this double attacked, but not on different squares. And I don't see any way to attack my undefended bishop. So I think that's correct. So I go here and keep attacking, right? If I move, you can take here and hold on. Here. What shenanigans do you have? Here. That doesn't solve the rook problem. But here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should do this or take. If take, I don't see any way you can wriggle out of the double threat. If I don't take, what shenanigans are on the board? Is that a move? Because I said that that was not possible because of my knight, but my knight is defending there. I don't know, take here, and I don't see any complications. What's the complication here? I don't know. So knight runs away, I just take. Like my bishop and knight guarding that square. So take. Pin! You pin the pawn against my knight. Yeah, so I have to take. That took me a while, but I'm glad I found it. All right. So we have the ability to swap off a few pieces here. Is that a good thing or not? I don't see why I would do that. Right. Is this an idea? So if you take check here, check. I don't know, is that a good thing? Take. You're hitting here, so I don't have time for shenanigans like that. Shenanigans. Oh, I'm just realizing. Here is defended. So that could be a key in here. In this puzzle. Here, take. Check here. Check. Take. Yeah, okay, so you can't take my rook. Wow, that's a little sneaky, isn't it? It's a little sneaky. All right. Rook there. Here. And if it moves and maintains the defense, whoops. And all right, so hold on, it's not over yet. Moves there, check, knight blocks. All right. Then the knight is pinned. Oh. So check, here, take, block, checkmate. Right, it is that one. So, oh, you're not meant to take. I said you can't do that because of this. What a sneaky move. Sneaky. Right. So, we've got a rook, we've got a bishop, we've got a queen, can do its thing. We have a knight that can go here and here. This bishop's somewhat out of the game at the moment. Oh, what's that? This is why I first examine what's on the board, what possible moves are playable. Maybe that is checkmate in one. I nearly didn't see that. I just looking at the board for what moves I could be. Let's just mate in one. All right. Is this not checkmate in like a move or two? Looks pretty close to checkmate. Maybe it's not. All right, so can't be this. You can take here, check here. No. Okay, pawn push here, pawn push back here, king here. Yeah, that's checkmate. All right. So we got here, and we got another rook should we need it. Here, checkmate. Right? Is that it? There's nothing else, right? The rook's pin, can't block. You have no other legal moves, and that's just checkmate. I don't know, why is... Am I making a mistake? That shouldn't be so high rated. My king is capable of stopping both those pawns. However, and this is a big however, how do I promote? presumably I go here because there's a fork. So here, promote, fork, and win that. And that should be enough for a win. I need that fork. So what if you go, no fork for you. No, I just promote. What if you move your king? I do it anyway. If you move your king here to stop the fork, I go over here and promote. Yeah, so this one is correct. Maybe I don't need the fork though. Here, no, you can't take. You have to go here or something. Oh, and then you take that. Yeah, so I must go here. If you go there immediately, I need the fork. So I do need that fork. And if you go there, I need to go here and promote. Oh, I got it wrong. All right, well, actually, I'll do it now. So, all right. So that was correct. And I went here. Oh, I just go here and promote, do I? What's the puzzle? Yeah. Oh. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Right, I'm fairly sure this is going to be a checkmate of some kind. Your king is stalemated. No, it's got this escape square here. So I want to move my knight on that square. All right, that's not going to happen, but I've got this knight as well. So I've got this check and this check. All right, check. So you've got two legal moves. King there. It's not good enough, is it? All right, maybe we'll do this one. Now here you've only got one legal move. Check, king takes, checkmate. All right. Sacrificing the knight. All right. Oh, I wish I could play that. So presumably I cannot play that. Here, are we going to take there? And I'm going to sneak that in between. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't take that. The only other legal move is king there and I lose my queen. So, yeah, I just do the in-betweeny, right? I don't see why I wouldn't do the in-betweeny. Now, I have to decide between taking with the knight or the pawn. I think I take with the knight. Otherwise, you go here and you win one of my knights. All right. Right. 44. 44. All right. This is a closed position. Is your queen trapped in some way? If I want to attack your queen, I would need a knight on that precise square. Or that square. Can I get a knight on that square if I have to go that way, right? Knight there next move. All right. What do you do? Okay, I announce in the local paper that I'm going to play knight f7, so my opponent is quite aware what I'm doing. How are they going to stop it? They might not be able to because it's a closed position. I'm just going to play knight there and attack that queen. Can you figure out how to stop it? Because I can't. Can you attack my queen? I'm just going to ignore everything you do. Unless you make it forcing or something. I think that's the idea. What? You gotta do something super active, or I'm just gonna do it. All right, I think that's a move. Yeah, and then we just attack the queen. I can't move. You're gonna take my rook. But all right. No, you're not. Apparently. I certainly want to take the queen. Otherwise, I get checkmated. So take and fork and win the rook. That looks very tempting. Unless I can find a checkmate. I don't think there's a checkmate. I don't even have a good check, do I? So here, now I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that pawn. But surely winning a rook is good enough. Now, so my opponent is threatening mate in 1, which is a problem. I've got a couple of checks. No, I can't do that. That's not check. You just checkmate me. So let's look at that one because that looks to be the most promising. So if you move something like there, I can take here and then win them. I'm not sure if that's a good move. Maybe it'd be better to go here. Here I come in, you go there. Here? No. So your knight is guarding those two, your bishop's guarding that one. So I don't have any good squares unless I capture pieces. And I need to capture them with check. So if you go there... Ah, I've got a rook hitting here as well. But also I can just take the bishop. All right. Yeah. Can I defend that square? Knight there defends the square. If I need to. Queen back also defends the square. Check. All right, so that one's no good. If I can take that with a gain of time on the king, that'll be all right. So what are your legal moves? Those are your legal moves. For your king. So probably those are out. I just take your bishop. So let's look at this one. Oh no, that one is that fork because that pawn is pinned. Sorry, queen. So that one's out. That one and that one I presume is out just because I take the bishop. And I don't know, I could probably do that and stop the mate that way. That would be fine. So that one, so what's left? King defends bishop. It changes nothing. Right. It just adds in a tempo. And if I go here, what changes then? Okay, so check, hitting your rook and your bishop. So you can, if you block, I take your rook. Yeah, I think all of those lines work. Here you block, take the rook. Sorry, oh no, I need to check and then defend against checkmate, but there's enough. Oh, so I don't even have the checkmates right now. Rook's hanging. All right. Right, so that's pinned. I can take it immediately, or I can do something else. I don't see why I wouldn't take it immediately. It's not a bad square for the bishop. Hits the king. King will move to one of those squares. Can I removal of defender? For example, take, take, take. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Your knight is defending the bishop. So here, 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 I hit the rook. Here, your bishop's hanging. Here, I win a rook. You have to deal with this and this threat at the same time. That makes a lot of sense to me. So here, or do I do this? No, I want a removal of defender. So here, if you take back, I just win the bishop. Boom. And I do take it because there are no back rank shenanigans. All right, 48, we're nearly there. I just want to get to 50. If I say 50, I can call it a day for puzzles. So I'm black. Your pawns are going this way. My pawns going this way. Maybe they're drunk. All right. So apparently I've already attacked you quite a lot. This is your... No, I'm white. It takes me a long time to actually figure out what I'm actually, which side I'm playing. So I'm probably going for a checkmate of some kind. And so we've got a wall here already against your king. This is just hanging. I'm not sure why you didn't take it last move, but that may indicate what I should play this move. Check, king here. Is that checkmate? Looks pretty checkmatey. My queen guards there and there and there and there and there. My pawn guards there, and my pawn attacks there. That pawn's there, the king's there. Looks pretty checkmatey. All right. Aha. All right, let's see what we got on this board. Just, it makes sense to just draw arrows, or at least it clears things up if I draw the arrows. We've got a bishop, we've got a queen, we've got a knight that can come in. Oh, there's a fork here. That might be relevant. This knight's a little bit out of the game, but things like that might happen. We got a bishop. All right. So I suppose I should just look at this to begin with. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, that could just be it. I nearly didn't look. I just like, all right, give up the bishop, see what happens. And then because I drew the arrow on the screen, is it, all right. So king moves somewhere. I take here. You've got shenanigans. That is not defended. My knight's over here now. So you can take it, but then I get to keep that knight. Sorry, I moved a king on that square, but that's not a legal move. I'm pretty sure that's it. The immediate check fork leads to that, right? You got this in-between move, and you'll go protect everything. So here, forking, and I think that's all right. Whether or not you take my knight or my bishop, I will be fine. In these lines, you usually check the king thusly. Is there some sort of shenanigan? Hang on, what's that? It's just hanging. So that's hanging, and you're saying I'm going to take yours if you take mine. Okay. So check here. Do I have... check. Okay. So if you take with the pawn, I capture your rook with check, so you can't take mine. And I win. Actually, I get the bishop too, do I? No, I have to save my rook. But I'd be a full rook up. And if you take this pawn with your king, then you have to deal with this check here, checkmate. Yep. All right. So that's the move here, and it comes with check. Oh, we've made it past 50 already. All right. So take, pin. No, I got to deal with this bishop. All right. So that bishop's defended. What if I just attack this bishop? How do you defend it? Oh. I could attack it there, or I could attack it here. All right, I attack your bishop. What do you do? So you can do a bit of pawn play. Oh, if I go there, you've got pawn play. Here, I do need to be careful of that fork in particular. All right, but knight there makes a lot of sense. And what do I do? So king there, unpinning, take. If you push immediately, I can take. And if you take here, 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 oh, I need that rook to defend that. Oh, you can't move the king to that square. All right, recalculating. Knight here. King moves, unpinning the bishop. So I must take it immediately. If I take it with the rook, yeah, I'm not so keen on that. I win more material this way. All right, so knight, let's say king here. Here. Oh, can you pin it? No, I will take your knight with check. You could move to that square. But then I've got this check. And I don't think you like it when I check. All right, so here, take, pawn push, check. And if your king goes here, attacking my bishop. Whoa, all right, check, king here, checkmate. No, yes, no. King there, here is checkmate, yes. All right. So surely it's this. So I think I'll put that on the board. So I take, pawn push. And I have to throw in this check. The only move I'm scared about is you going there. Move the king to another square. Now you're, I just maintain the defensive there and I'll take your pawn next move. Yeah, here, check. All right, 52. Is this one of these ones where you get your opponent's king to go in between the rooks? No, maybe not. So that they don't defend each other? Check, king here. Do I do pawn push? So if you go to any of those squares, that's checkmate. Is that it? Here, you've only got one legal move, check. And if you play any of your legal moves, checkmate. You've got no blocks. Ah, you can go back to this square. Go back to your original square. Recalculating. Here, take, check, back to the original square. All right, if you take, it's not checkmate. Here. Here. That one's checkmate though, because that covers the square. Okay. All right. Recalculating. Ah, these are notoriously difficult. However, okay, you put your rook on a light colored square. So thank you for that. It really helps. So presumably it's check. And you'll need to move to that square or that square. All right, so let's say here. How do you prevent checkmate? I'm not sure. If you check, I can block thusly. I'm pretty sure I will win that. So check, king here. Like, my bishop covers those squares, my king's there. So you can't move your king or it's checkmate. And you don't have any ability to block it without hanging your rook. All right, so check, you'll need to move to that square. Now, can I do the same thing? Not really. I should put this one. I need to block those checks. Ah, recalculating. So check, king here, check here, and now here. No. Check, king there. All right. Yeah. What do I do? Check, king there. Now I want my rook to move somewhere scary so I can get this fork. But then again, my opponent has to move. Any legal move will remove the fork. All right. What else have we got? It's got to be this, right? It's nothing really else worth. Oh, I might consider this actually. So you're going to move to one of those squares. Nah, that didn't help me. Check, king here. What's the move? What's the move? Do I go bishop here? Could that be it? If I move my king up immediately, you can check me from behind. So here, bishop there. What am I actually threatening? I don't know. Here threatens checkmate. Here also threatens checkmate, but you've got this check, and I can't block it. All right, bishop there. What do you do? Let's just say you go back in order to check me from behind. What can I do about that? I don't know. Out of curiosity, could that be it? Or maybe check here, here. And I'll move my king up. Next move. And I want to move it to this square. And I'm threatening checkmate. And if you check, I can block with the bishop. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's this move first. So let's put that on the board. Now, do I do this check and go there? Oh, I'm just realizing there's this option as well. I can turn to the other side of the board. I nearly did not see that. So I'd have to play that check. Okay. Let's say you go there. It's not very convincing, is it? This one seems more convincing. So rook there. It looks a little slow. I honestly don't know. Maybe you can stop me from moving forward. If I go there, I don't see how I stop these checks. Oh, do I go here? No. Here. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Oh, these are really hard. Here. Rook there. Let's say you go there. What do I do? I have no ability to guard that. Oh, I can go in like that. All right, bishop there. Let's say you put, well, maybe check here. Rook. If you go there, what do I do? king there. Defend the rook with the king. Check. No. All right, so I think that line where the king goes back means I should exclude that option. Here. All right, what if I put bishop forward immediately? No, the idea is to just go here. I need checking distance. Well, if I just move bishop forward now without checking, what happens? I don't know. You've got time to do things like this, don't you? All right, if I go king here, well, maybe I really want you to go over there. If I go king there, you check, and I can't block, unfortunately. Here. No, that certainly blunders it. Wow. Yeah, I bought, what's it, Silman's endgame course. It hasn't arrived yet. Or maybe it has. Might be downstairs. No, it hasn't arrived yet. It should be here any moment. All right. Bishop here. Rook here. King there. Check. Block. That should be it, right? I find it very hard to believe you'll be able to prevent checkmate here. Yeah. Bishop there. So you can't stop me going king there. If I do this, check, and I block with the bishop. So I think that's the idea. Bishop first. I could be very wrong about this. Yes! And here, so I can block the check with the bishop, and my king guards those, and my bishop guards those. And my rook is nice and safe over there, preparing for checkmate. Yes! Yes, I totally would have time to find that during a game. All right, that's a free knight, is it not? You're going to take there, are you? Probably not, because I can do this. Block. Oh, hold on. All right, so if I take here, you take my rook, because that's a pin. If I don't take that, I can move my queen here. So this is no longer hanging. If you do this, that's just checkmate. It's a double checkmate. Here threatens checkmate. How do you prevent checkmate? If you do something like that, I just take your knight. Can your knight move in such a way to prevent checkmate? It can move here, and that prevents checkmate. Okay. So that might not be the correct idea. So if I take it immediately, you take here, and I'm losing. Check, block, and my bishop cannot sneak in here, can it? Or can it? Hold on. Check. So king here. I just want this check. Bishop check here. Oh, it's not working, is it? Here, knight there. I don't see that working. I also have to deal with that. And I don't think I've got a very fantastic way of dealing with that. Like, you can do all sorts of things that I don't really feel like calculating. So I'm pretty sure it's rook takes, queen takes. Now I need to figure out how to take that queen. If it's not immediate check, what could it be? Not sure. Kind of feel like it would be immediate check though. Here, block. Rook check, king here. Queen takes queen. No. Bishop. Bishop check. So if king takes rook, queen, bishop takes queen, and I still am not winning. What if I do it in different order or something? Like rook check here, then this. Here takes. Rook check, king here. Rook takes, takes. Hold on. Rook takes here. Here. Okay, first of all, if you take, I just take a queen. So, all right. So here, 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 here. Oh, your queen defends that square. Your queen prevents that check. It's so close. All right, take, check, king. Check, block. Check. So let's say queen takes, rook takes, takes, and it's a draw. All right, what if I leave my queen hanging? Can I move my rooks somewhere interesting? Not really. If I go here, what happens? Do I even have a threat if I go there? Not really. Here, check here, check here. I find it very hard to believe this is good. I don't know. Take, and pray. Check. Oh, I just realized here I've got this check and this check. I haven't checked those checks. So check, you take my rook and I get the queen. And same with that check as well, right? And you can't block. All right, so we found it. This one. It was that one. Oh, all right. So if you move your king, I've got those ones, and then I can take your queen. Either way, that pawn is unpinned. Right. So your king can sneak in here and win that pawn. If I do that, is that good or bad? Pawn push, let's just say take. You've got trouser pawns. Actually, you've got trouser pawns whether I like it or not. I do not believe I can win that. I can't stop these pawns, right? The trousers are quite long. If I go win this pawn, this one promotes. Here, like if I do nothing. Yeah, so you've got trouser pawns. I have no ability to stop you promoting both pawns. I can stop one of the pawns, but not both. All right. So I absolutely must create a pass pawn or I lose. Now, if I could do it like that, your king can stop both those pawns. And I have no ability to create a pass pawn from that one. Here, 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 take, here. It's not going to happen, is it? All right. So we're going to need some shenanigans, some serious shenanigans on this board to make this work. All right, so let's say here, pawn push, check, king takes, no. So this one, king, oh, here, here, pawn push. So I can stop that pawn still. But do I want to? No. Here. I need to take there. And you can't get in the square of the pawn. If you go here, take. And the doubled pawns form a barrier. I guess that's it. Alright. So this one. And I don't think you can not take. I don't think that helps you. Hold on. No, because I've got the wall. If you take that, this promotes. And actually your king can't move backwards. Alright. Wow, that was some serious shenaniganing. Alright. So you got this. 6 moves, you have a queen. You could also decide to use your knight for defense, for blocking. So do I go here and go push, push, push? Or do I go here and push both of them? One thing we need to think about is, yeah, I don't know, that one seems better because it comes with check and it speeds up the process. All right, so if I go here, let's say go knight, here, knight takes, and then the pawn promotes. All right, so you're going to need your knight to guard one of those squares very soon. You've got like 1 or 2 moves. So here, check, here. You're just too slow. All right, can you check me? You need too many moves. That looks really strong. It's just that because it's a check means I get 2 moves for 1. Yeah, I have no idea what my opponent can do. If I go here, you can do this. I can't do that one. I have to do this one, and then you can kind of block. Yeah, so definitely this one. So here, and it promotes. I lay the red carpet. Here, take, fork. All right, recalculating. Yeah, so your shenanigan is here. All right. I don't think I can let you just take that. If I push here, I can get rid of the fork, but you just defend that square. And I'm not going to win that. So I think I'm forced to do this or defend it. But pawn push, if you do this now, I can promote, and then I promote second pawn as well. So this one. Yes! All right. All right. So let's draw some arrows. Where are my pieces going? What's material? So I don't have a bishop, you do. So presumably this is the first move. There's not much else to be considered. And presumably your king moves to one of those squares. Yeah, if I win the bishop, and it defends here. You don't have a check. Can't take that. And I don't think you have any shenanigans. Yeah, it should be adequately defended. All right, so here, if you go do something like that, I just take the bishop. And I think I can declare victory at that point. I've got 3 extra pawns. All right, so if you move there, you probably get checkmated. Oh, maybe not. All right, check here. Oh, no way, right? You take. No, I'm going to get checkmated. You got a bishop and a queen. Recalculating. Here, king. Here. What am I saying? Let's just checkmate. Your king can't move to that square. I can't move to that square because I got to go pawn. Yeah, sorry, maybe I'm getting tired. That's just plain old checkmate. Nothing else to say. End of story. So that one's out. If you go there, so check. No, your queen can take. Not a big fan of that. So maybe that's the hardest one to deal with. I want to do this one and just take the there. All right, so this one is the critical line. Now, one option is pawn push. Check. I don't know if it's any good. Check again. Maybe it is good. Check. Those are your legal moves. Oh, I can take with the bishop, but my queen will take it. And I will declare victory there. All right. So if you go there, I can pawn push again with check. And I don't think you can allow that. Block, take. I don't know. No, you can't even block. Your queen won't be hanging. Here, I'll take and then just promote. Got enough defense and you're out of pieces. All right. Actually, why aren't I taking there immediately? There's nothing else on the board, right? So I'll just take it. Right, so pawn push. I've got this and this check. I do have this, but I think you'll be all right after that. I'm pretty sure I'm not winning. Pawn push. So your legal, any king move is legal, right? So here, let's say here, check, king back, promote. Not so sure now. What else we got? What about this check? Maybe I can zigzag across here. You don't have a good block. So if you go here, check, and I'll just take the bishop. If you go there, check, you have to defend the rook. Here, no you don't. Your bishop defends the rook. All right, so check here. What was I saying? This check. You can go there. We can repeat. All right. I'm not sure that's going to work. I don't know what to do here. Check. Oh, if you go there, I can go to this square and you have to defend your bishop. Here, you run away somewhere and then I win the bishop. All right. Here, so that one we're fine with. That one, we get the bishop. Here, we get the bishop. Here, we get the bishop. Here, right. So here, what other legal moves? You don't have other legal moves, right? So all of them are okay. So it's this one. We win the bishop. Yeah, here you don't have anything, right? I just win the bishop. And I just take the bishop. And yeah, you've got no checks, you've got no shenanigans. You don't even have this pin anymore. All right. Yes, we got it. All right. All right. How are we going on time? I was only meant to go up to 50, but I might as well go as far as I can. So this is screaming at me as a very important fork. Now my rook is hanging. I am black, right? Yeah. If I take, you take with the king, I don't have the fork. So check. What are your options? You block with the queen and you no longer attack my rook. You may have a perpetual. Oh, that's a check. Oh, you don't have a perpetual if it's a check. I suppose I could just take this and say, I'm going to win this endgame. Yeah, pawn up in an endgame. I'm definitely going to win that. That's going to distract. I'll probably get both those pawns. I think I'll win that. Here. All right, so if king moves, what do I do? Ah, check. All right. Well, it's not over yet. So you probably will go here, right? You need to defend the queen. And you don't want me to take your rook with a gain of time. Oh. So if I take here, you take my rook and thereby defend. Here. I do notice your king and queen are lined up. So what if I do this? And you take, and then I go and win that queen. I'm pretty sure that's it. So here, king there, here. And then I'll get the queen. All right. If you go there, I take with check. And if, yeah. So here, and then win. Yes, we got it. All right. All right. I think my personal best at this was 61 or something. I forget exactly. Right. So my opponent's knight is hanging, but I would have to figure out what to do about that pawn. Presumably I give a fork on that precise square. So take here, 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 here. And if you promote, fork, and I win the queen, if you under promote to a knight, I probably just win with that pawn. Here, pawn push. You can do additional shenanigans, but I have a queen in 4 moves. Yeah, I think anything other than the immediate, I will just win. So here, hitting the pawn, so you must push the pawn. Pawn goes here. Here, threatening the fork. So you can stop me, can't you? What else do we have? If you stop that, I'm done for, right? If I just do pawn push, you take it, right? So if I do this immediately, you take it, and I lose as well. Or do I? Here, take, pawn push, pawn push, pawn push, pawn push, pawn push, pawn push. I lose. Your pawn is closer to promotion, and you can escort it with the king. Anytime I move my king closer, you move your king closer. I lose if I do that. So I have to take the knight, regardless of anything. All right. Now I need to... So maybe I don't go for this square. Maybe I go for this square. So here, here, here. And whenever you promote, I take. If your king comes over, harasses my knight. I need to think about that. So this square, to get to that square, we need to go from here or here. So here, we don't have enough time. What am I? No, I've completely miscalculated, right? Here, attacking the pawn, pawn push. I can't go for that square because it's not a fork. I 100% must go for that square. So here, here, here. I have no choice but to go for that square or that square, but that one's too far away. But what happens if you do that? I don't have an answer. Here, here. There. So you go there to stop me forking. What do I do? All right. What else have we got on this table? I don't think there's anything else I can do. Is there? This is not going to work. Like, even if I did promote, you'd have the skewer. All right. I mean, usually there's checks, but I think that my opponent's king's on the wrong color square for a check. So here, pawn push. Here, king there, preventing me from doing the fork. Or maybe you'll go to that square and not even let me do a check. Just simply guarding that square. And I have no ability to stop promotion. Am I supposed to win this, or am I just hanging on to a draw? All right. So here, there's nothing, right? Promote. There's nothing. Here. Ah. That's interesting. Knight here. Very illogical, moving away from the pawn. Here, pawn push here. So now I've got that fork. Now, that's not a legal move. So you go here. guarding there. Did that change anything? I need to go for this fork now, and I can't. Could I have done that? No. So I had... Neither of those are good, right? You just take it. Or should I just go try to do that and say, all right, come at me, bro. Is that enough for a draw? It might be. It's really hard to say. All right, so check, king here, queen there. Maybe I should move my king there, so I can go knight there. That might be enough. Could it be that? That would be wild, just letting your opponent promote. Here, 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 here. And I just go, all right, I'm going to promote too. Just take my time. What you going to do? All right. So, I don't know. Let's say queen check here. King here. King takes. Knight here. There's no way I can win this, right? I've got this extra pawn though and a knight. If you have to give up your queen when I promote. But yeah, none of these work. Because you go to this square and I cannot stop promotion. But this one at least gives me something to play with. All right. Well, oh, I got it wrong. All right. I don't know. Let's have a look. That's the second one I got wrong, right? So knight there threatening fork. Okay. Okay, so that was the square I had to get to. And it was the idea of threatening the fork, but I needed to threaten the fork, and if you prevent the fork, yeah, then I can come in here. Yeah, fair enough. All right, one more life. All right, what just happened? Bishop there. Whoa, I resign. Okay, so do I do pawn push? Pawn push, this pawn is pinned. So take. And if you take my knight, I take there. At least I'm alive. What's material? I'm materially up. If you take the knight, take there, I'm fine. If you take here, I take with the knight. Take, and I'm off a bishop. All right. And if you do that, I take that, right? Oh, even better. Oh, yeah, no, I can take with the queen. Here. Oh, no, I don't take with the queen. Oh. All right, now I can see why it's got such a high rating. All right, so if I take with the knight, take with check. No problems. If I take with the queen, you get this fork, and I lose. Hold on, recalculating. King there, pin. I'm not sure if I lose that actually, but taking with the knight seems fine. No, it's not. Oh, wow. So maybe everyone who's doing this puzzle is thinking, oh, if I do this, then I get forked. But you can kind of allow the fork. Hold on. No, you can't. Because it's a check. All right. Do I have to do something like that? No, I must prevent this. Take, check, here. Forking king and knight. And if I move my king to any of those squares, I'm not going to be able to pin the bishop. And if I move it here, it's going to take with check, and I'm not going to be able to pin the bishop. So pinning the bishop is out. Okay, recalculating. Take there, here. All right. I just resign, right? I don't have any shenanigans, do I? You take. All right. Knight here. King there. Knight here. Is it knight? It can't be because this. All right. So my knight is hanging. I have to do something. Can I defend my knight in court? All right, here. My knight and queen still defend there, which is adequate. Oh, not really. But if you open that up, it opens you up to a whole bunch of shenanigans. All right, so queen there defending the knight. Okay, if you take with the bishop, take, I win. If you take with the queen, take, I win. If you take with the pawn, you have this and all sorts of shenanigans, but whose shenanigans win in this battle of shenanigans? Here, check, here. What if I don't do the check? Oh, what if I did that? No. Because your king and queen are on forkable squares, but... Wait, can I just move my rook or something stupid? Just leave my queen hanging because there's a fork. That seems possible. Is there anything else that is possible? That just hangs my queen. Here, if you take check. If you block, I just move my queen and I say GG's. All right. If you take check. Let's say king there. Yeah, you're probably okay, right? Check, king there. Got a bishop that can come in, but it's not good enough. So we have definitely calculated that they don't work, right? Oh, why didn't I think of bishop blocks? All right, bishop blocks. All right, queen takes. Queen takes, knight takes. Here forking king and bishop, king and knight. Bishop blocks, bishop. All right, and then I pin the knight. I acknowledge that my bishop is blocking the pin for now, but if you move your bishop, then you have to deal with revealed check. And you can do that adequately, can't you? Yeah, all right, that's not the line. Maybe it is this. Take. Can't move my queen here. Might as well throw in the check. Ah. Hold on. take, sorry, queen here, here, queen check. And now my queen is safe. Ish. So king there attacking the knight. And it's a bit of a schmozzle. But check. King moves. Here, blocking the discovered check, I keep my knight and bishop. We can win that pawn. But I think I'm all right. So here, pawn takes. Queen check. You can go there, but you're going to get checkmated. So you'll go there, or you block with the queen, and I'll take your queen. I'll exchange queens, and I'll be happy enough. I do lose a fair amount of material in this, though. So if you go there, check. Let's say you go here. Yeah, I go here and block the pawn from pushing forward. If you take this pawn, I've got check. All right, I think that's the move then. Too complicated. Anyway, what was it? How do I... Here was correct. Queen there. X-ray defense of the knight. I didn't see it. All right, what was wrong with my move? How do I... Because the... So it was check here. And back. So I played this. King D2. Oh. Wow. Yeah. Are you serial? A quiet move. Attack my knight with your king in the middle of a battle. It's like, oh, a king will come in. Oh, yeah. So I can't take here because you take it and this is pinned. Did I calculate this one correctly? So I was going to go here. Oh, you can also do rook check. But here was the plan. Here, I wanted to go check. If you go, not that square. If you go something like here, here. Yeah, and you get the pawn, but I keep the pieces. So I calculated that correctly. I admittedly did not see king there. Wow. Wow, okay. So 59, was it? 59? Sorry, where is it? 59? That's not too bad. That'll count as my tactics training for today. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. TTFN!